Now, usually I only review films that I watch for the first time after I've gone to see them, but this is a film I just watched for the first time a while ago on Prime Video, and it's an oldie and what have you. This is something I've been wanting to look into after hearing a little bit of one of its songs in an episode of a familiar sitcom. But I'll explain when I get to it. So, here it is. This is my review of the film adaptation of Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1958 romantic musical flick South Pacific. Distributed and released by Magna Cinemas through 20th Century Fox originally, produced by South Pacific Enterprises. Based on Rodgers and Hammerstein's 1949 musical of the same name, which in turn is loosely based on the short story collection Tales of the South Pacific from James A. McNair. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. This was directed by Joshua Logan, starring Rossano Brazzi, Mitzi Gaynor, John Kerr, and Ray Walston in the leading roles, with Winnia Hall as Bloody Mary, the part that she had played in the original stage production. It's set in 1943 during World War II on an island in the South Pacific. Now then, let us get started. But first, this film was released on March 19th, 1958. During World War II, the U.S. Navy and U.S. Marines are preparing a counteroffensive against the Imperial Japanese Navy in the islands of the South Pacific. Lieutenant Joe Cable, a Marine officer, asks a local French planter, Emile Debec, sorry if I mispronounced that, to help him on a reconnaissance mission beyond Japanese lines. But Emile declines, and he's fallen in love with a U.S. Navy nurse, Nellie Forbush, and does not want to get involved. A Navy constructor battalion sailor, excuse me, named Luther Billis persuades Cable to visit the nearby island of Bali High, where he falls in love with a local girl named Liette. Nellie is tormented by the revelation that Emil had children with a Polynesian woman who since died and runs away, while Cable says he will not marry Liette. He is distressed by the thought of bringing her back to his family, fearing their reaction. Distraught by his separation from Nellie and with nothing to lose, Emil volunteers for the mission with Cable, who wishes to complete the mission, then live the rest of his life on Bali High with Liette. They fly out to a local fishing boat in order to secretly make it to a Japanese held island to provide vital intelligence for the U.S. Navy. Now, I'm going to give you the last bit of this story, so you have 5 seconds to sub this video right now. If you've seen this movie already, well, you know what the procedure is, okay? Okay, you've been warned. And what I meant was you have to go to the description box below. You probably know this procedure already, so I just went through it immediately. All right, where was I? Oh yes, the group comes under heavy fire from a Japanese plane, and Cable is killed. But the mission is a success, and the Navy gains knowledge that allows it to move on to the Japanese forces. Emil survives the gunfire and is rescued, and returns home to find his children being looked after by Nellie. They reconcile and reunite, and that is the end of the story. So that's all I will. So that's it. That was kind of quick and what have you. But now, what did I think of South Pacific? Well, and why y'all probably think I would watch it? Well, apparently after watching an episode of a sitcom I watched, The Facts of Life. They were actually, well, in the episode Green Eyed Monster in season 3, well, Nally was one in the role of Nellie, but unfortunately Tootie goes for it, and that makes Nally jealous and why he tries to sabotage. Well, maybe not sabotage anything, but well, you get what I'm saying if you've seen the episode. Anyway, that's what kind of convinced me to look into this film. It took me some time though, but I finally watched it. Well, this is not the first time I've watched something based on Rodgers and Hammerstein's work. Now, I have seen a few of their other films. I've seen I think I've seen State Fair before, and I know I've seen Oklahoma as well, which that was pretty good. But it's been some time since I last saw those. But anyway, I think this film is really something. It's beautiful and amazing. It's so colorful and what have you. I think it really did well. In At the box office, it made 17.5 million in rentals on its $5.61 million budget. Now, of course, this was so cool and what have you. The soundtrack is, of course, really good and what have you. There was lots of good songs. Of the two songs I was familiar with, that was from that actual Facts of Life episode. There was "I'm Gonna Watch That Man Right Out of My Hair," good song, and of course "Some Enchanted Evening," which that song's incredible. Anyway, and it has lots of other good songs like "There's Nothing Like a Dame," "Bloody Mary," "I'm in Love with a Wonderful Guy," "Younger Than Springtime." Oh, the list goes on. Anyway, I found that this is really an amazing Zynga type film. Now then, Magna Theater Corporation, which originally owned a stake in the film, handled the distribution of the Roadshow theatrical release, which was 172 minutes long, while the theatrical version, which Fox was distributing for its general release in CinemaScope, was 157 minutes. And that's the version I saw. The film was re-released twice, but by the Samuel Goldwyn Company in '64 and '83. Now, they of course have signed a worldwide catalog deal with Concord Originals for rights to 3 of Rodgers and Hammerstein's films, including this one. They're planning to release the films on video on demand and other home entertainment platforms sometime. They said in the final quarter 2023, as well as in new DVD and Blu-ray anniversary editions, which I think they're out, but I might be wrong. Well, I don't really see much of and what have you, and what have you. Anyway, this ended up being the highest grossing Rodgers and Hammerstein musical film of theirs until The Sound of Music came out 7 years later. I can't really find any scores for the film and what have you, so yeah. But anyway, now in 2001 there was a direct-to-TV remake that that was shown on ABC, and it had Glenn Close along with Harry Connick Jr., which I've never seen. I didn't know that even existed. And there was also a film remake and what have you that was announced in 2010 but has not materialized. But who knows how that would be. Anyway, it got nominated for 3 Academy Awards, winning the Best Sound Award. It also was nominated for 2 Golden Globes, but didn't win any though. The film is recognized by the AFI in these lists. In 2002, they were nominated for AFI's 100 Years, 100 Passions, and then 2 years later for AFI's 100 Years, 100 Songs. where Bali High came in was nominated, while Some Enchanted Evening was number 28. And 2 years after that, in 2006, was nominated in AFI's Greatest Movie Musicals. Anyway, I feel like South Pacific is a very good movie. Yeah, I think I would recommend you check this film out if you've never seen it. So I think it's a pretty good film. Now, for our cast, we have Rossano Brazzi playing Emile. Giorgio Tozzi provides his singing voice. Very good. Mitzi Gaynor plays Nellie Forbush, and I really loved her performance. John Kerr played Joseph Cable, while Bill Lee provided his singing voice, but unfortunately was uncredited. Ray Walston, before he even starred on TV's My Favorite Martian, played Luther Billis. Very good. Juanita Hall played Bloody Mary, and Muriel Smith, who was uncredited, did her singing voice. France Nguyen played Liette. Very good. Uh, and there's lots of other cast members. The only other cast. Now, there are two other names that I'm familiar with. Those were Ron Ely, whom we sadly lost last year. Most of you would remember him from the Tarzan TV series from the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Let me recheck that. Yes. Yes, because he died last September at the age of 86. May he rest in peace. He played the navigator in this film, while Richard Harrison played the co pilot. But another familiar name in this is the character of the professor, and he's played by Jack Mulaney, who I've seen in some, well, TV shows later on, most notably the cult hit It's About Time, which, of course, I'll talk about that in my future Do You Remember episode, since it was from the same guy who gave us Gilligan's Island. But anyway, South Pacific was very good. Richard Rodgers did the score for the film, which is absolutely amazing as well. So anyway, South Pacific, it's pretty easy to find on physical media. You can get it for a good price. It's also streaming as well. So I could see to it that it is available to stream on Prime Video. The film's also available on Tubi as well. So yes, you can find the original version on a couple of streaming services. It might be elsewhere on some other streaming services, but I could be wrong though. So that's about all I can say. South Pacific, after just watching it for the first time, I'm feeling not too bad. Would I recommend it? I would say yes. If you're into some good classic music, or if you're a big time fan of the works of Rodgers and Hammerstein, I think this is will be right up your alley. Now, I will try and review some more of their stuff in the future and what have you, like Oklahoma, and there are others and what have you. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, I think South Pacific from 1958 absolutely amazing. I loved the how colorful it was, the cast, its characters, the story, the songs, etc., etc., etc. I didn't find much of anything wrong. So, what did you think of South Pacific? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation and share my vids with your friends if you'd like. And next time I'll be giving to you my March schedule for this year, so be on the lookout for that. If you'd like, you may want to check out some of these other, well, musicals that I've tackled. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Sound of Music, which is a good film. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of one of the the oldest musicals I have really come to enjoy because it had a lot of good tunes, The Wizard of Oz. Or if you would like maybe a different kind of a romantic movie, but non-musical, check out my review of Titanic from 1997 in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.